Welcome to the WDWpov live stream show. Look at that.
Hi.
You got to get situated here.
Good evening.
I am Jeff.
And I'm Patty.
This is weird. This isn't normal. What's going on here tonight? And we have sound tonight, right? You guys can hear us, right?
Say you can hear us because I'm going to cry if you can't.
I know. Last week I had hit the mute button on the microphone before the show. And I never unmuted us, and that was a little bit embarrassing, but, you know, things like that happen. So anyway, I have our setup a little bit different here tonight, so I'm just getting used to it myself as we speak. Look at that. We've got some people watching already. Marcus usually does this part. Are you going to do this now?
I can't read that.
She can't read it, so I'm going to have to do Marcus's job tonight.
And I'm going to do my job tonight.
So anyway, let's see, real quick out here. Looks like Dave's out there. Hey, Dave, Mary. Let's see, who else? Anthony. Annette from the Jersey Shore, of course. We always love the Jersey Shore. Anthony, I believe from Philadelphia. I'm not 100% sure. Anthony, you got to remind me. He says, hi, Jeff and Pat.
And Mary. I can see that.
You see Mary there?
I see Mary.
Mary. Mary.
I'm sorry for this. Try being married 35 years with the same jokes 35 years.
Mary. It's a wonderful life. I mean, it's a classic. You can't.
Mary had to turn off the Imagineering story. You know, I watched the first one, and it was late at night. I was, everybody was in bed. I don't know. I think I was working, and ended up falling asleep, so didn't watch the entire thing. Not that I didn't fall asleep because of the show. I fell asleep because I was working.
Because it was probably like about 1 in the morning or
probably
something.
2 or 3.
Yeah.
Fist pumping in the house.
Yeah, that's what I was just doing.
Oh.
He's agreeing with the fist pumping.
Okay. Yeah, you men stick together. I like how he says my name. Okay.
See? She likes it.
You know what? We're going to record this date 35 years from now. We're going to ask you if you like it.
I've only done it for probably the last 2 or 3 shows now. And after maybe about a dozen or more shows, and I keep saying, Mary.
So she says, I can read sometimes. It depends on what's coming across.
She is up to soaring.
The episode
Mary's
is
up to soaring. Yeah, that sounds good. And there's a ton of noise over here. I have to basically give you a little heads up here. So Marcus is here, okay? He's technically here. He's right in the kitchen where all the noise is coming from. And
that's not I cannot. I don't know why I can't bring this up.
What can't you bring up?
This episode.
It's there. It's running.
I see that
Everybody's
we're here.
out there.
I can see that we're here.
Anyway, so he has a couple of friends over tonight. And so he can't be with us for the moment.
He might pop in.
So while he's here with his friends, he can't make the show.
Why is it doing this? Oh, there we are. Okay. So
my wife's having trouble with the technology. So now she's got her iPad. We've got this computer here.
Is he winking about the friends?
Yeah. Yes.
And they all got quiet when I said that.
And if any of the people in the kitchen would like to step in here during the show, you are more than welcome to do that, which, who knows?
I don't know. Mary says
our 20th anniversary was Valentine's Day. Very good. I think
Happy
I saw
anniversary.
that. I think I did see that posted. And
oh no, that's
let's see. So my husband.
I'm still trying to get my iPad to.
Her husband grates her last nerve. See, and that's only 20 years. Add another 15 onto that, and it gets even better.
It does get better.
It gets better.
He's gonna, do you want to hear what we did for Valentine's Day?
Oh yeah.
Who wants to hear what we did for Valentine's Day?
Go ahead. Tell them what Mr. Romance did.
Mr. Romance.
Mr. Romance
waited till the last moment.
Don't you put that on me.
No. You didn't have reservations anyway.
I didn't because I was told we were going to go out Thursday night, remember?
No, I didn't tell you that.
The original plans were going out Thursday
Friday. No,
night.
the original plans were...
Because we had a babysitter, our daughter was
the original plan was Friday, and then our daughter at the last, probably 4 or 5 days before.
No.
Said, yes, 4 or 5 days before she said Thursday, and then 2 days before I convinced her to make it Friday because I wanted to go see a show somewhere, and then I couldn't get tickets. So.
Can't agree with that version of the story. So we didn't really have, and I tried. I called. I'm calling places. Friday morning. Do you have any reservations? Half the places don't open until later in the afternoon, and I'm checking these places out. Do you have a reservation? No, of course you don't. Do you have? No, you don't have a reservation available. Okay, here's what happened. And then I throw my sob story at them. I'm like, I was supposed to go out yesterday, but our babysitter thing sort of fell through, and maybe they'd be sympathetic and they'd find a table for us.
No, nobody's sympathetic. Nobody's sympathetic on Valentine's Day.
So we went to one of our favorite restaurants. Again, no money, no plug, no ad money or nothing for this, right?
Yeah.
We went to, it is so noisy in that other room. We went to one of our favorite restaurants, and it's no joke, we do love going there. Outback Steakhouse. Right?
Yes. Well, yes, but we can go any day of the year.
We could.
I'm still waiting for our anniversary dinner from September. It was our 35th anniversary. Remember that?
We were on vacation.
No.
Oh.
Whose is the vacation thing? Okay.
We're going to get in a fight here. So you do not consider, while we were on our 35th anniversary at Myrtle Beach, going to, now, granted the boys were with us, but going to the Melting Pot is not an anniversary dinner?
It was, but the boys were with us.
So you don't like the boys, is that it? She does not, did you hear her? She just said on the air, she does not like the boys. You heard her.
You heard me. I said that. I'm the homeschooling mom who is with her boys
Look, Mary.
99.9% of the time.
Kim's out there. Hey,
See,
Kim.
we go to
Hey,
Disney.
Kim.
We don't do gifts or dinners out much.
See,
we don't.
Yeah.
The Outback night was the first night we have gone out since probably last summer.
It's been a while.
I'll give way.
See,
No.
Kim likes Outback. Kim agrees. She likes Outback.
Yes, I do.
It is. It's a fun ride. We like it. We go. We like going.
And we have a favorite waiter that he's been our favorite waiter for years and years and years. But it has been too long since we've gone out. We actually need to plan a trip, just the two of us, somewhere. Whether it's just a long weekend. We just do not go out enough. And
Mary said she didn't mean to start a fight.
We're not fighting.
We're not fighting. This is good, clean fun right here.
But you can scratch my back while you're back
Look
there.
at that. Look at that. See, I have already been demoted. She's taken over the show, and now all I am is the back scratcher. I am the glorified back
You
scratcher.
put your hand on my back and that made it itchy.
You see what I'm putting up with here? You see that? Okay.
Okay, so tonight.
Well, we didn't even introduce the show yet.
Oh, introduce the show.
She doesn't get this. We have to introduce the show.
I usually do on Thursdays. I do a show Thursday at 4:00 over at A Mother's Random Thoughts. I do a show with Jack. And
another plug. That's all I do on this show. I plug everybody.
Whether I want to, and whether I have a format or not, it doesn't matter. I use the hashtag expect the unexpected because Jack is with me and we cannot stay on topic if our life depended on it. So
does it matter though? Me and Marcus never stay on topic either. And
well, I wonder where Jack got it from.
Well, I think we know.
Yeah.
I think we know.
Okay.
So anyway, let's actually. Is it too noisy?
Is it noisy?
Is it too noisy? Can you hear us okay? Or is there so much background noise that you can't hear us? Let's let us know. Let's see if anybody can
By the
answer that
time
question.
he's done plugging and going through the intro, the show is half over.
Okay, wait. Now this is going to be quick. I promise, Mary. This is going to be quick.
Okay.
Watch this. Okay. Welcome to the WDWpov live stream show. I'm Jeff. This is Patty, my lovely wife. And it's very noisy in the background tonight because we've got guests over. We have more other people over. I don't know how more other people, what that even means. But welcome to the show if you're watching us live again. We always love when people hit that share button and share the show to their friends and their family and their loved ones. And if you like the show, go ahead and share it out to all those people. David says he hears us fine. Kim says it sounds like you were in a restaurant or something. Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
I have done shows from a restaurant with Jack.
It's pretty noisy, but we can hear you is what Mary said. So David, Mary, and Kim are giving us some answers. But yeah, it is a little noisy. It is very noisy in the background. We can't keep these people from, they're just too loud. But Dave John Ward's out there. Hey, how's it going, Dave?
I'm texting them.
Steve is
really
hopping on
loud.
now. Steve is hopping on.
Hi, Steve.
Okay. I don't see him hopping on, but I'm taking your word for it that he's hopping on. So anyway, again, if you are live,
Just
share the show. What was that?
Marcus did walk in,
Marcus
and I was
just
trying to give him a cue to like
she's
trying to.
Yeah, like maybe they could move into the family room and talk. Yes, family room talking would be better than kitchen talking, because the kitchen's right there. Family room is back there. Yeah, family room talking is much better. Okay, so we'll hopefully get the background noise down a little bit. Okay. Anyway, Mary is saying he is hopping on. I just helped him on his phone. Well, thank you, Mary. So, if you're watching live, great. Make sure you chat in the box, wherever that box happens to be. If it's on your phone, it might be over here. If it's on the computer, it might be down here. We have no idea. You're somewhere around our window here is where you're at. Now, here's the deal. If you're not watching live, you can't really chat. You can still maybe add a comment if you want.
Yes, I have comments.
But we won't answer it. So, I mean, at least not right
we
now.
will.
Not live. We might answer it after the fact. But if you're not watching us live and you're watching a replay, make sure you catch us next Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We might have a special episode for you. Let's listen to this.
Tom is watching.
What's that?
Tom.
Tom. Oh, Tom. Hey, Tom, how's it going out there? Well, it says he's watching. Now, sometimes people jump on.
And
they
then they
see
jump.
me. They get scared, and they jump right back off.
If they jump on and they see you, they knew before they jumped on who you were.
Okay, here's the deal. This is really good. Now, we need to get this word out. My wife doesn't even really know this yet, but February 19th,
2 days from now.
2 days from now, we're going to celebrate it on our next show because I want to try and get a little bit more prepared for it. But 2 days from now, on February 19th, that is the official, I'm going to give it the official 4-year anniversary of WDWpov.
I did not.
It is.
We were in Utah.
We were in Utah, and that's how it all started. The brainchild of the show in Utah, laying in bed, woke up while you were at a conference. She was at a social media conference. And while laying in bed that morning, waking up, it was like, WDWpov. It just sort of popped into my head. And I said to my wife, I said, Walt Disney World point of view. And we looked it up on, the Who Is thing to see if the website had been taken. 6-letter websites are pretty hard to find anymore because they're just, everything's taken anymore. It was available. It was available on Facebook. It was available on YouTube. It was available on Twitter. It was available on Instagram. And I said, let's jump on it and let's do it.
The Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all of that was his way of plugging those.
No, actually it wasn't. I'll do that later.
Please don't.
But
it's annoying. You know what? If he gets too annoying, you just yell at him. Okay. So,
anyway, but Mary says she has a bad habit of watching replays.
Hi, Samantha.
But you know what, Mary? That's actually not a bad thing because I think I've seen some of your comments after the fact. I think from a couple of older shows. And it's cool because we'll see those comments pop up on our Facebook, our little Facebook thing. And sometimes I can actually comment better when they're after the fact than when you're watching live. Not that I don't want you to watch live. I'm just
okay. So I do have.
But anyway, 4-year anniversary next Monday. You got to help me dig up some prizes. Okay?
Oh, I got prizes.
We'll get some prizes together for next week, okay? So keep that in mind. Tell your friends.
Mary said she watched Wall-E.
Oh, okay, she watched Wall-E. How'd you like it? How'd you like it? Was it any good? It's not one of my favorites. I know it's one of Stan's favorites. We'll give Stan a plug out there.
Wall-E is not one of my favorites.
I'll tell you, but you have to watch The Incredibles. Uh-oh. They're passing.
You didn't.
There he is. Look at it. Look at this. Look at this. The kid's here.
Okay, bye everybody.
You didn't put enough cream in.
You didn't put enough cream. Get her some more cream. Get the talent some more cream, please. Look at this. She gets on the show and she just orders us around like we're just. Wow. That's all we've been reduced to, Marcus. You are the coffee boy Coffee and cream
She's
boy.
Thank you.
hijacked the show.
And
Thank you.
I am the back scratcher. That's all it is.
Okay.
Anyway, Mary says congratulations. Samantha's out there. Hi. She's saying hi, Patty.
I said hi to Samantha.
see.
That's why she's saying hi back.
I don't hear well sometimes. So anyway.
Ooh,
next,
I got that on tape.
No, I said I don't hear well sometimes.
I got that on tape.
No, you didn't. It's actually on digital recording.
Yeah, but I got it recorded. I don't hear well sometimes. So sometimes when you don't hear me,
Okay, so here's the deal. Next week, big show. Big show. Okay? This week, she's taking over. So,
okay. So today, it is President's Day today. And I
still didn't do my other plugs, but that's okay. We're not going to.
I have
Maybe later.
actually today seen numerous posts about President's Day that were a little disconcerting. Okay, so President's Day was actually what?
It's really teeny, but it's my first step at getting the comments up on the screen in the feed.
Oh, but yeah, nobody could read that.
I know,
I can't read
but
that.
it's step
You're
number
sticking
one.
your tongue out.
It's step number one.
Okay, so
We got the little box up here, the chat box. So next week I'm going to play with this a little bit more. Next week I'm going to do stuff with this thing. See, what I could do is actually go wah, like
yeah, but
that.
that's hard to read.
I know it is. I got to play
Okay.
with the opacity
So I was in the middle
and
of
stuff like that.
talking.
Okay, you finish talking.
Okay, so President's Day, originally Washington's birthday and Lincoln's birthday, separate days, and then we combine it, and it's President's Day. And people saying, I don't want to celebrate President's Day because I don't like the current president, and I'm thinking, it was really Washington's birthday and Lincoln's birthday, and now we're celebrating all the presidents in one day.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with, and you're getting a day off. I mean, if you got a day off. Did you get a day off today? Because I didn't get a day off.
I didn't get it. But up in Canada,
I heard this.
Up in Canada, I actually called one of my vendors, software vendors, to try and have some work done today.
And they're off.
Or I emailed actually, and replied back and said we're off today. Are you guys working? I'm like, yeah, us schmucks down here, we're all working unless you're in a government job. But
I really need lipstick because my lips look really washed out on this screen.
oh, Steve Browning just said something about the Daytona 500 because they postponed it from yesterday.
What about it?
Said they just finished listening to
Oh,
the
there was a
Daytona. It was a
bad
bad crash, and I was here listening to see if the driver's okay, and I'm not sure if he is.
Is that today?
But they postponed it.
Oh.
It was yesterday, but
I'm
it rained.
sorry.
There was a weather delay.
Sorry, I do not.
Yeah.
I'm not up on those things.
Anyway, Steve, keep us posted and let us know what's going on.
Well,
with
thank
that.
you, Mary. Mary says I look fine, but I usually try to put lipstick on right before I go on with Jack. So, not just for lip color, but because it helps keep my lips moist. And when you're talking like this, your lips do get dry.
Well, Kim says she got a day off. She's thanking George and Abe for that. Her two favorite presidents. And, Mary's saying that the crash was awful. So we'll keep tabs on that. We'll see what's going on.
So yes, if anyone, that's my I don't care. If you don't like the current president, you should have respect for the office. Okay. Well, and the thing is, and I do believe that would have been, and I do know this. That was Walt's point of view too. He had respect for the office. We see this in the Hall of Presidents, and the Hall of Presidents was actually in Disneyland. It's actually. Great moments.
It was great moments with Abe Lincoln.
With Abe Lincoln. And Abe Lincoln was his favorite president. But do you know which president? I have some trivia for you guys today.
Uh-oh.
Because it's President's Day. So do you know which president awarded Walt the Presidential Medal of Freedom? So we'll let you guys guess that. Many of the presidents, past and present, I don't know. Yes, I do know this. Many of the presidents, past and present, have been to Disneyland, Disney World. And there's a lot of connection. There's a lot of, when we talk science and NASA.
They're getting noisy again.
Yes.
They're getting noisy again.
When it was not Reagan.
Good guess, though. Good guess.
Well, it would have been, Walt was alive. So...
True. Good point.
So it was while Walt was alive. So we've narrowed it down.
Reagan was later after that.
But many of the presidents, Johnson, yes,
Mary and Annette almost split second, literally.
Yes, it was. Johnson was the 36th president. He presented Walt with the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 19. Yes, it was Lyndon Johnson.
I'll be back.
We do not have a party going on. There are 5 people, and 2 of them are mine, and they're just talking very loud. So, Lyndon B. Johnson awarded Walt the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 1964. This is what they said of Walt: artist and impresario, CRO. In the course of entertaining an age, he has created an American folklore, and so that was Lyndon B. Johnson in 1964. So many of the presidents. So I started to say.
Being noisy.
I know. So I started to say about when we talk about the space program, Walt had his hand in that and influence on that. And when we talk about
your daughter's really noisy.
Yes, she is. And if I was that noisy, my daughter would be yelling at me. So when we talk about foreign relations, Walt was involved trying to, he made trips down to South America. Walt Disney had his hand in a lot of different things and was very instrumental in influencing not just the entertainment industry, but the culture itself. So we're going to talk a little bit about, do you know which character actually ran for president?
Samantha says it sounds like her house every day.
And this is not Jack making any of this noise.
No, Jack's actually being very, very quiet. And I hope you're having some fun with the comment thing. I'm like I said, it's experimental tonight.
Please do not do that because it's really okay. So
I'm just experimenting with it right now.
So what did Kim? It says, "Hi y'all, Kim from South Mississippi here."
Oh, cool. WDW Mommy. She's over on that's on our YouTube feed actually.
Oh.
Yeah, you
okay.
see, you. I don't know if you can tell from there or not.
No,
you can't from there. See this here. We've again. We're all playing around.
So
with
Mary says Pooh, and she's absolutely right. So Pooh. Cool. We're going to talk a little bit about Winnie the Pooh.
WDW Mommy though. She's over on YouTube watching, and. That's cool. We've been picking up a few more listeners, followers, subscribers
Are you taking
on
over
YouTube
my show?
side.
I was talking. He looks so shocked. He's been married to me for 35 years.
My goodness.
Okay, I was talking.
Takes over the show.
I was talking about.
Okay.
I was talking about Pooh running for president. So.
I do need to interrupt for a second.
Okay.
Because I know Annette's going to kill me if I don't do this sooner than later. Because here's the thing. I tricked you because I took my grape juice cup and I took a sip from it. But I didn't take this cup. This is the official cup of the WDWpov live stream show. Ready? Gaston!
I am sorry. I am so sorry. I've tried. Okay, so Annette,
Kill the beast. Kill the beast.
You've encouraged this.
There you go, Annette. I know every. Yeah, see? Gaston. There she goes.
Okay,
I'll
so
let you talk now. Go ahead. Go ahead. You can talk now.
so
Go ahead. Anytime. Go ahead. You can start talking now. Todd's out there. Todd Todd has not been on for a
Hi,
while.
Todd. How are you?
I know you've been busy. I heard you've got some new stuff going
She
on in
says,
your life.
Samantha says, I love your dynamic. What is that dynamic? Me shooting him looks? Like, are you kidding me? I can't ever get a word in edgewise. And guess who's joining
Look
us?
who just popped in
Hi,
here.
come here.
And he's sniffing my Gaston
Here,
cup.
Jack. Jack, say hello. Here,
Hello.
Bend down. Bend down.
There
say
you go.
hello.
Hello. We mean not go to the family. How could we not go to the family in this family crisis? By leaving the garage door unlocked and a time machine. And now he halts her. And that is someone took my bite.
What is that from?
Meet the Robinsons.
Meet
Meet the Robinsons.
I knew
so
that.
are you done?
Yes, I am.
Thanks
Yeah.
for joining us.
Meet the Robinsons has been his go-to
For the past few days.
comment thing for the past couple
Okay.
of days. But anyway, I hope Todd's still out there. If he's not, oh well. But if he is, hey Todd, I know you've been busy. Glad you made it. Nice to see you.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So I
Go
was
ahead.
going to
Go ahead,
share
you
a
can
little
talk.
bit about when Winnie the Pooh has been.
Kim said hi.
Hi.
To Jack. Not to you. To Jack. Okay, go ahead.
So, Winnie the Pooh has been my favorite character since I was a little girl. Mm-hmm. From, and my dream when I was a little girl was to, and our family did not travel.
No.
And so my dream.
She means her family,
My family.
not like us.
My family did not travel. And there were 7 kids in my family, and my dad had his own business, and we did not travel ever. In all of my years growing up, we went on one trip.
Bummer.
And so my dream was to go to Disney, and when we got married, we went to Disney World for 2-3 days on our honeymoon. We
think it
drove
was-
down and
yeah, I think
we,
maybe 3,
we
maybe
stayed
3.
probably about 3 days. We did not stay on site. I mean, he was a poor college student, and we got married really young.
And you
I
got
was
to remember,
like 12 when
well,
we got married.
Yeah, she was 12. And you got to remember, this was back when it was only Magic Kingdom.
But there were
Except it was still called the Magic Kingdom. And Epcot had
but
only
there
been
were-
open for a couple of years.
The Polynesian was there. There was the Contemporary, but we couldn't afford.
Grand Floridian wasn't there.
No, and we
That
could
wasn't-
not afford that. He was a poor college student, and
was.
I was 19. He was 22.
22.
22.
Young pups at the time. Very young pups. T9 is out there. Hey, T9.
19. So we are talking about Winnie the Pooh. This is President's Day, and Winnie the Pooh actually ran for president. So
That's crazy.
I'm going to talk a little bit about
I'm
Winnie the
looking for
Pooh's
something, by the way.
campaigns. So
It's so noisy in there.
I pulled this off of this. I grabbed this article, and I want to talk a little bit about it. He is a cradle robber. We started dating.
Who said that? T9.
So we've been married a long time, but I was 15 when he started dating me, and you were 18. That
This
would
was-
not be okay today.
This was back in the...
Back in the days when it was
when
okay
it was
for
okay.
older men
It was
to
okay.
prey on young, unsuspecting girls.
Oh, man, you're making me out to be a real whack job here or something. Okay.
Yeah,
Go on.
see, actually, we met in high school. So
Yeah, we
okay,
did.
so Mickey
When
Mouse.
I was still not 18. I wasn't 18.
When we met, no. I was 13 when we met. If that makes
And I
it
was
any
like, what?
better.
I was like 17, 16. No, 16, 15. Yeah.
16.
whatever.
You were 16.
16.
Okay. T9 says that's illegal. And the thing,
I never took her out of state. Remember that.
not until I was old.
Not until she was old enough.
Not until I was 18.
That's right.
No, actually, for my 16th birthday, you did. He did for my 16th
We went to
birthday.
we went to
But we did.
Pennsylvania.
You had my dad's car.
I had your dad's car. He actually loaned it to me for the night. What was that thing? That was a.
It was a Cadillac.
It was a Cadillac of some sort. Yeah, it was a big old boat. I mean, it was a huge vehicle. Anyway, I digress.
Okay, so here's the thing.
I never digress. I never digress on this show.
T9 says you're just making it worse. Me or him? I don't know which one.
Hey, she went out with me. So.
Back in Prohibition. Actually, I feel like I think you better stop talking. So
We're gonna wipe. This show will unsuspectingly be wiped off of Facebook by accident.
well, really,
After the delete, hit the delete button.
it was a different time.
So if you can't find the recording of this show, I don't know what happened.
Those big caddies were awesome.
Oh yeah, they were. Yeah.
So
See, WDW mommy knows that.
So, it is estimated that Mickey can get up to 20,000 votes in an election year as a write-in candidate for some office from governor to commissioner of agriculture. People are writing in Mickey Mouse. But in the 2008 presidential election, Mickey got 11 votes, beating out the write-ins for Joe the Plumber, Jesus Christ, and Santa Claus. Now, I want to know who was writing in Jesus Christ, because he is not going to come back and be president in the United States.
Not gonna happen.
So,
I'm still looking for
show-
something, by the way.
does this say this show needs a rating? Okay, so it's
Thanks,
us.
Annette.
It's us tonight. So this we're going to give it a PG rating.
Is this a PG or PG-13 night? We're still making a PG.
Look, when we met, I was only 13.
But I was what, 15, 16?
16.
Are you sure?
16, yeah.
Okay. Well, you were almost 14. You were like 1 month away from being 14.
This is true.
Yeah.
But when you first took my picture, I was only...
What do you mean when I took your picture?
When my sister gave you my picture. How old was I then? 11?
I don't know. We exchanged pictures before we ever met. I was in her older sister's homeroom class. And why did we exchange pictures?
Because you would call, you guys would talk about school assignments
Mary says she admits she's written in Mickey Mouse.
why is Annette saying not in Jersey though? Oh, this show needs a rating, not in Jersey though?
There we go. WDW Mommy says Mickey needs to be president, but Jesus is over everyone.
This is true.
You got a point. You got a point there.
So
But
you would call the house and I would answer the phone because
Yeah.
back then we didn't have caller ID. So I would answer
otherwise
the
they
phone.
would have never answered the phone. Oh, it's that Jeff Moliterno kid calling again.
It's getting worse. So I would answer the phone and we would talk for a few minutes.
yeah.
So then, I wanted to know what he looked like. He wanted to know what I looked like, and we exchanged pictures through my sister.
There you have it.
So it was all
completely
innocent.
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 It was.
So maybe he had sinister plans. I didn't.
Sinister plans.
Sinister to marry me and torture me all the days of my life.
There you go. Okay, go on. I'm actually don't mind me. I'm just sitting here.
So wait, Mickey, who said I admit that I've written in Mickey Mouse?
I think
That's
that
Mary.
was in
Mary has
Yeah,
written in
Mary.
I apparently need some guy to answer the phone at my house. Okay.
Thank you, Mommy.
Okay. In 1968.
Yes, 1968. I'm gonna pull these up here so people can see. Instead of watching me, they can see that.
No, don't. Will you get rid of that? So in 19...
I'm working on this. This is a work in progress.
Get rid of it.
It's
It's annoying.
progress. It's annoying. She's saying the comments from our fans
No, they can
are
see
annoying.
They can see the comments as they come up. They don't need you to put it on the screen.
Well, this is the cool thing, though. See, that would end up on the recording. So then when people are watching the recording,
Samantha
they can see
says-
the comments. And wait, this
Samantha
is even more
says, who are
important.
you trying to convince, us or yourself? So I think you're addressing me with that.
The other thing, though, with the comment, the chat box showing up on the screen, is that people that are like on our YouTube channel can see the comments coming through from the people on Facebook and vice versa. See? So if you're on Facebook, you can't see the comments coming from YouTube. And on YouTube, you can't see the comments from
I'm
Facebook.
going to say T9. She gave me this cup. This beautiful cup. Beautiful cup.
Thank you.
Beautiful cup.
Very, very nice cup. She uses it almost every day.
Yes, I do. It's
She
my
really
favorite
does.
cup.
She really does. So yeah, who are we trying to convince us?
Oh, we can't see the YouTube comments on Facebook.
See, that's what I was saying. See?
Okay, so-
that's why I said if I pull this up.
Do you guys want to see how many pages I got? We're going to be here till midnight.
If I pull this up, then you can see the YouTube comments in red, along with the Facebook comments in blue.
Okay, so
So I'll leave them up on my face. I don't care.
in 1968,
I was just reading the comments.
will you stop? Look at
WDW Mommy loves your cup.
lovely cup. Yes, it's a beautiful cup. Okay,
I will
so
have these comments in a better format next week.
do you understand something?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I live every day of my life all day long with Jack, who doesn't listen to anything and is annoying.
I'm hiding under the comments. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. I won't interrupt. I'm looking at something here, by the way.
I never can get a word in edgewise. Okay. Jack isn't always annoying, but he certainly can get repetitive. How's that? Repetitive. Yes, now I see where Jack gets it. Yes. Yes, and I live this every day of my life. Every day of my life. Okay,
How's it going, Nick? Nick's out there.
Hi, Nick. Nick who?
Nick,
I can't read that. You can't. Okay.
I know Nick. You don't know Nick. I know Nick. I know Nick.
Okay.
He lives on the other end of the state.
I think it's just me, y'all. Oh, no. It's not you. It's him.
Well, maybe over on YouTube it might be just
Okay.
you. But
Okay, so in 1968, Winnie the Pooh was the unofficial candidate for president of the United States. He was a fictional. This article says even though he was a fictional teddy bear. Now I'm sorry, I take great offense to that.
Was he?
She says you're all wonderful though. She thinks we're wonderful. Okay.
Thank you. Thanks for watching, by the way.
He is not just a fictional teddy bear.
I don't think so.
No, I've seen him. I've met him.
You have met him. I know you have.
I have met Winnie the Pooh, and I love Winnie the Pooh.
I've seen you with Winnie the Pooh.
Oh my goodness, Winnie the Pooh walks by. I am like a 5-year-old. So
She really is.
the problem with Winnie the Pooh running for president,
Yes.
he is not an American citizen. He is actually clearly he is a British citizen.
You've got a good point there.
And so I didn't get that point, but it's somebody else's.
How could we have a Brit running our country?
So in 1968 he ran, and
Do you need a drink?
I have a drink.
Do you need a drink?
So when 10,000 people attended the kickoff announcement of Winnie the Pooh announcing his candidacy. 10,000 people. Piglet for president? I don't think Piglet can either. I think they're all from the 100 Acre Wood, which is in England. So guess who showed up for this announcement? Snow White and all 7 dwarfs, the 3 little pigs, Peter Pan, Mickey, and Minnie were just some of the characters that showed up when Pooh announced his candidacy in 1968.
I need to show this to the audience here. Can you hold on a second?
Yes.
I don't know how well this is going to come through, but this is off of my phone here. This is my wife with Winnie the Pooh. You can see the glee on her face. Let me see if I can get another couple pictures here for you. There she is with her phone. I think she was trying to show Winnie her screen cover, or not, your phone cover.
Probably my phone cover and my
Yeah, she is with Pooh. And so as you can see, she is a very big
I am a
fan.
big Pooh fan.
Yeah.
So he is also a bear of little brains. Not that brains are not a prerequisite for being president. And that was T9 that said that.
Here's another one. You can't even see my wife because she is completely enveloped by Winnie the Pooh in a huge hug. And that probably lasted for about 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
you can go ahead.
So, Pooh campaigned on the Tomorrowland stage at Disneyland, and that show was performed twice a day. It was called Winnie the Pooh for President, and sometimes included what?
T9's comment. Did you read that one yet?
No, which one? Yes, I did read it when you weren't paying
Okay.
attention.
See, I don't pay attention.
Your wife is lovely. Thank you. Honey, well, okay.
So WDW Mommy is obviously from Mississippi.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
she already said that. I read that.
Well, I didn't.
You
'cause
weren't
I was
paying
doing
attention.
something else.
Okay, so
Hosting a show is not easy, folks.
So Winnie the Pooh for President was the show. That's what it was entitled. This is 1968. And sometimes there were rotating celebrities. Now, this is in 1968. What kind of celebrities do you think might show up? What kind of celebrities? Why don't you take a guess?
1968.
We're talking at Disneyland, on the Tomorrowland stage. It was
Disneyland.
Disneyland in 1968. I'll tell you. Do you want to know?
I do want to know.
Sherry Lewis.
That's the hand puppet lady?
Yes, Sherry Lewis and singer Peggy Lee.
It was Lamb Chop, right?
Yep, Lamb Chop.
Lamb Chop.
And singer Peggy Lee. I'm sure there were other people, but, the entertainment back then was quite different than our entertainment today. As
You mean
far as,
they weren't
celebrity.
gyrating or anything?
No, will you keep this PG?
We're keeping it PG, folks.
He is not. So, again, I should
Sonny
point.
and Cher.
I should make sure I use my 2 fingers.
Yes, 2-finger
Did
point.
Sonny and Cher show up? I don't know.
T9 has said Sonny and Cher.
Can we confirm that? You look that up. Confirm that. Who in 1968?
The Beatles?
I don't know. Who?
WDW Mommy says that.
Hi,
But she's saying
Angie.
question mark.
Yeah, I don't know. Look it up. See, in 1968, who performed in the Winnie the Pooh for President? What celebrities showed up?
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so in 1972,
She's taking over the show. I'm just here.
there wasn't any pole dancing in primetime then. Huh. I know. Fancy that. Okay.
Thank you, Mary.
So-
we appreciate. Yeah.
So
I don't even think it existed.
Pooh runs again, illegally runs again in 1972.
Illegally?
Well, because he's not allowed
He's-
to. Yeah, I guess you can run. You just can't be elected president. Can you run? I don't know.
No, you can't
You
even.
can't run
I don't
if
think
you're
you
not
can
an
even get
American
on the ballot
citizen.
unless you're an American citizen.
Okay, so natural born.
Natural. Well, but then there's also some exceptions to that too. Like
Well,
John
no.
John McCain was actually born out of the country,
But
it was on a military
was-
base or something like that in his parents. So he was technically a U.S.
Okay,
born
so
citizen.
is that Disney? I can't read. Disney Nerd Herders.
Oh, Disney Nerd Herders. Hi, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. We are doing well.
Okay, so and
WDW Mommy says she
I
loves
love
Sonny and
Sonny and
Cher. So what am I looking up here?
we could start singing. I got you, babe. Is that the? What was the name of the song?
I got you, babe.
No, I am no Cher.
I got you, babe. I'm Sonny. This is Cher.
No, I am no Cher. Okay, so
Cherokee people. You got to do that song. Now.
No, I
Or
can't.
you're not part Indian.
No,
That won't
no,
work.
no.
Sorry.
in 1972, when Pooh runs again illegally.
Anyway, T9 has said she's guessing.
Okay, so
We don't
can
know
look
that
it
that's
up to find
we
out.
don't know that's confirmed. So we've got guesses of Sonny and Cher
And the Beatles.
right now.
I don't know where the Beatles. I know. Didn't the
I
was
have
it the
no
Beatles?
idea.
Was it the Beatles that actually broke up in the Polynesian? Didn't they?
I believe they did.
Yes, but
Yeah. Yeah.
That's epic if you sing. No, it's more epic if we don't sing.
You do not want to hear this woman singing. And I'm being polite.
Yes, being polite. Jack, when he was a baby, and I would sing, and all of my children, I would sing the little hush.
See? WDW Mommy just confirmed my comment about American. She's American, but she's an Army brat, born in Germany in the year... Not giving that up, though.
Yes. So they did break up with the Polly, but I
Yeah.
don't know that they ever were at Disney. We'll have to look all this stuff up because we don't know this.
Well, who do you have listed on your...
I said Sherry Lewis and Peggy Lee. I can't...
Isn't that enough for you guys? Peggy Lee and Sherry Lewis? Man.
So I was saying, when Jack was the only child, like most children, no matter how bad their moms sing, they will still like their mom singing. Jack, even as an infant, would cry when I sang. And he still, to this day, I start singing and he tells me to stop.
Yeah.
It's interesting, Pooh shades and the similarity
I'm
to our
laughing because
current leader.
Doofenshmirtz makes me laugh with that word.
Oh, did I just say
Guess what
that?
word
Yes,
you
you
just- you laugh
did.
with?
What?
You did.
What?
This word.
Pooh's
And together we will
shade.
defeat you.
Pooh's shade, the color of Pooh,
Yeah.
and our current president's tanned color.
Who just said that?
Angie, that
What?
was
What?
yikes. Yes. Hi, Todd.
What? Angie, what are you doing?
We're talking today's
Remember,
President's Day.
Remember, this is a family show.
So this is President's Day.
Angie, thank you for that.
Pooh ran 3 times.
Yes.
We're never going to get through 3 times. The Beach Boys could have been there. They
Oh,
could have
okay.
been.
And Mary, thank you. Mary just posted a link to the Winnie the Pooh for President.
And it could be where I'm getting some of my information, but
It might be.
it might be. This site has a lot about it.
And
It was
and-
only John Lennon who signed the papers to end the Beatles, but the
Yeah.
other members had already signed. John was staying at the Poly with his girlfriend.
That
after
John
a
Lennon
breakup
and
with
Yoko Ono. That's
Yes.
right. It was Yoko Ono who caused them to break up. Everybody knows it.
Why are you yelling at me about it?
Because it's all her fault. That's
Maybe
why-
it was, but
I don't like
it's not
Yoko
my
Ono.
fault. Okay, so
John Lennon, why?
In
Why?
in 1972,
It's always the women who
What's the
lead
campaign
it's the women
slogan?
who lead the men astray.
it is, and I've said that for years.
They
Why?
just take over. You know, like sort of like how somebody
so
might. I know they're all so noisy. It's like like if somebody's wife were to like take over this show.
Melissa, you guys are really noisy.
So are you guys.
We're supposed to be.
Okay, Steve tried to tell me I was wrong. He loves the Beatles. I do not. No, Yoko was there at the Poly too.
Yes, she was. She was.
Okay, so Pooh ran 3 times. Only reason Winnie
This is very
lost-
important stuff, Melissa.
No pants.
Winnie the Pooh ran for president.
It's
3
President's
times.
Day. We are
A
talking about.
pantsless candidate.
Okay, so now they're fighting if Yoko was there or not there. And Kim and her husband are fighting about this.
Oh man, here we go again. We really caused a lot of grief with
I've
Kim,
got to
Kim and
find
Dave last week.
I've got to find the room. Are we talking about at the Polynesian? The
Yeah,
men need to listen to the women. Well, here's part of the problem.
And that's saying the only reason Pooh lost was because he had no pants.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, so I mean,
Which
it's-
I could believe that. Do we want a president without pants? Although I love Pooh. He does have very little brain. Although he offers a wisdom, a childlike wisdom. Disneyland's favorite son. We're not fighting. This is us all the time.
and just like
Okay.
us. I mean,
Okay, no,
we're
no,
not
you
we're
know
not
what?
fighting either. Even though she's taken over the show and has relegated me to back scratcher.
No, it
today.
was not. It was not
I'm okay.
Steve, it was not the Grand Floridian, and I'm the Beatles fan in the family. Mary says I'm wrong there. You are wrong. I know it was the Polynesian. So they knocked the room down on one of the renovations. So I don't know.
If you're going to do a show, you need to be prepared with every fact.
I need
just
to be
like I am every single week.
We would have to take time out to do nothing if Pooh was president. Okay, so first, before we get to 1972 and the campaign slogan and all that, we need to set the record straight here.
Okay.
So we have been married 35 years.
Yes.
And we have had some fantastic years in those 35 years. Mm-hmm. We have had some really, really crappy years. And I will openly admit that there was a period of time I would wake up every single free ice cream for everyone and honey in every pot.
There we go.
Your spouse is
there
so
we go, Angie.
smart. Oh. Who are you saying that to me?
I don't know who are you talking to?
She has commandeered the show. Okay, so I would wake up every day. There were years. I would wake up every day of certain years and say, and I said forever? What was I thinking? The room is still there, just redone. One of the Polly cast members spent the week with John. And
we'll tell you about it. He still works there. That's David's saying that.
Yeah, I see that. Thanks, Dave, for that. Okay, so since Jack, we have had things, and having a special needs child, and anyone with a special needs child will tell you, it's much more stressful on a marriage. Much, much more stressful. I said having a special needs child.
I'm sorry. I thought you was talking about me.
Now, who was Pooh's running mate? Okay, so we're going to get back to this. So in 1972, Pooh, the campaign slogan was Pooh in 72. Now.
Pooh in 72? I like that.
72.
How much poo do you want?
Pooh for president was a fun campaign.
Oh, my goodness.
Tigger was his campaign manager.
Tigger, he did a great job.
And when they had a big political rally in Walt Disney World, they had a big political rally on a Saturday afternoon in the open field beyond Frontierland. And they gave Pooh for president buttons and straw hats with Pooh for president streamers. They gave wooden nickels. What is this fifth? What's that? SN child. Not sure about your co-host when it comes to the comments on screen.
Special needs. Mary's saying special needs child. She's like asking questions.
Oh.
Yeah, not sure about your co-host when it comes to the comments on the screen. Because of my little...
Winnie's a honey of a candidate. Was that actually...
That's probably one of them.
Okay, so...
Knowing Mary, she's probably pulling up some actual comments.
So the wooden nickels they gave were actually legal tender for the day. Good for Pepsi's, corn on the cob, and watermelon.
That's back when Pepsi must have been the sponsor.
Yes, Pepsi is no longer the sponsor.
Well, yeah. The hop of choice.
So, and... It actually...
Are you still out there, Angie?
So...
Or did we scare you off? Okay.
Pooh ran.
And that says they had a ticker tape parade?
Pooh ran, correct. He's having too much fun with the comments on his screen, but yes, a special needs child is hired on a marriage, correct. Yes. Absolutely. And we have done our best. We've done our best.
And we know we have... a number of people that follow the group and follow our page and follow our YouTube and all that stuff that are in the same situation, and we definitely can relate. So and we always welcome questions, and we try to be as open about what we do and what we don't do and what we try to do as possible.
There are moments that I think. Angie said, I'm here learning a lot about you two.
There you go.
So there...
So you really don't want to see us again in Branson, do you, Angie? You're stuck with us. We're both coming.
Oh, no. See, Mary said, I think you scared Angie away, but Angie's here.
Yes,
so,
she's still here.
Actually,
our daughter just walked backwards.
We have contemplated doing some shows on marriage because... We don't have all the answers, and I don't think anyone has all the answers when it comes to marriage. But we have a very committed marriage. We are very committed.
Yes, and every day I feel like that's old joke. I need to be committed. How's that? Okay, there you go. There, I finished it. I finished the joke.
It wasn't funny.
I love you.
Okay, so so in October of 1972, there was a convention at Walt Disney World, and Pooh ran on the children's party ticket.
Good party.
So,
Excellent party.
blogging
No more of that
Branson-
two-party thing's
Angie
broken.
said blogging Branson is more fun because of the two of you. So, which this is a plug for blogging Branson.
Yes.
Last year we went to Branson, the two of us. I went to blogging Branson. It was a social media conference. And
Just to bring awareness to the area.
And I fell in love with Branson. Absolutely fell in love with Branson. Was not expecting to. I was excited to go somewhere different that we have never been. We have neither one of us have ever been to Branson.
That was our first time.
And when I told my daughter that I had got invited to Branson, she sort of made fun of me. And
She's in the kitchen right over there, by the way. She's looking at me like.
And she tells her friend, her best friend, and her best friend says to her, I love Branson. That was one of my favorite family vacations we went on. And we had a wonderful time and fell in love with the people there. And absolutely loved it. And so there's a conference this year. And you can find more information if you're interested in it. It's called Blogging Branson. And we are excited to go. We are going to go with our children. And no, not all my children.
You can come with us.
We are excited to go to learn more. You know, we're always on the lookout for more information about social media, improving our skills, and, you know, upping our game a little. And
Anyway, WDW Mommy over on YouTube is saying, y'all remember to like this video. Thank you very much. And Angie, like you said, you know, she says that blogging Branson is more fun with the two of us.
it is. We are wonderful people.
And very
modest.
Very modest.
Absolutely like this video. Absolutely like it. You know what? Don't like it?
Oh, there's a heart thing too you could do on YouTube.
Because you know what? Facebook likes hearts more than they like likes. And you know what? They don't like angry faces. No. So they want you to, if they like...
They like hearts.
When you love something. Okay.
But anyway, Mary was saying that there's a pressed penny now. She wants to find one on eBay. Apparently there's a Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, wow.
Pressed,
I would love the Winnie the Pooh for President Pressed Penny.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Well, I think everyone watching understands. Understands?
I don't know. I don't understand, Andy. I really don't. It's always tough because the comments might come in like 30 seconds after we say something, or, you know, so the comments, sometimes we look at them and we're like,
we don't understand.
What? I'm not sure what that was all about.
Okay.
T9 says, I would love to go to Branson. Do I have to be a blogger? Interesting. That's a good question.
No, you do not have to be a blogger. And I can share. I did write. We stayed at the Stone Castle Hotel and
cool
conference
place.
center.
Very cool place.
And it is a wonderful place. Themed rooms. T9, if you've never been to Branson, I am sure you would love it. It's in the Stone Castle Hotel. Wonderful place to stay, and they offer wonderful deals where you can get some tickets for some of the shows. Wonderful shows.
Angie, by the way, you're welcome for all the free plugs here. Giving. No, we love you guys.
Saying,
we love you guys.
No, you do not. Come hang with these crazies. I think she's calling us crazy.
We could make
she
it.
Called us crazy.
We are crazy. We are.
I am not.
Yeah, you are.
No.
But no, actually, maybe we could do a Disney satellite meetup in Branson. That'd be interesting.
Okay, so David says John Lennon was at the Poly with his son and May Pang, his assistant / girlfriend after a separation from Yoko.
Oh, interesting. Thank you, David. And Mary says, I have my phone to listen, but I watch on my computer muted so I can type. Very good. So she can type comments faster. The computer feed is always behind. That's what Marcus actually does, too. He usually watches the comments on his iPhone because they do pop up if you know, a little bit quicker.
And that's what I do when I watch. If I have my iPhone and then I type them on my iPad.
Mary says David is still on the Beatles at the
Can
pole.
I
He's
stay
still
in
on
my
that talk.
RV? Reply. Everyone understands that blogging Branson is more fun because of you. They can tell by watching you. You are so funny. Okay.
Thank you, Angie.
Well,
Here,
I was just in it for poo. Oh, okay. So we are a
Disney
little crazy
Crazies
for dinner.
United
Yes.
Branson.
Okay. So I have such art. I need new glasses horribly bad. Okay.
What I could do, if this is a problem, I could actually drag this screen up there and this screen down here, and then you can see the comments right in front of you.
I could.
You want me to do that?
Why do you keep doing that with your face?
Because it's fun.
No, with your face. That. When you're yes, that. Stop. I better not hold that up. I don't know. This could be important numbers.
I know those numbers could be very important.
Okay, so.
Yeah.
So Pooh.
WD Mommy says we're not crazy at all.
So Pooh did say, honey, and
Winter chicken dinner. That's one of my favorites, David.
Pooh did announce in 1972 his platform.
Are you done with this Pooh for president thing yet?
No, how can I not? How could I be done with the Pooh for president?
Mary says there is a penny for $6 on eBay.
Wow,
That's not a bad deal.
That's not a bad deal. Grab it. Okay.
Not really.
So, part of his policy platform was honey in every pot, and he was going to lick the high price of ice cream cones.
What was he going to do? I'm thirsty. I'm sorry. I had to drink.
Do you have ADHD? How do I need to get you diagnosed?
I think so. Okay, what was that last statement? Did I interrupt it?
All of my life, 30.
Steve says we're all crazy for Disney.
We are.
Okay,
crazy. So he was going to lick the high price of ice cream cones, and that there would be hot fudge sundaes every Monday, and ban all spankings. The crowd cheered. Pooh and his press secretary Tigger, with campaign manager Eeyore.
That has a nice ring to it. Press secretary Tigger. I like that.
And campaign manager Eeyore. Can you imagine?
Oh, bother.
Oh. Pooh for president is going on 60 Minutes.
It could be.
Jeff, Patty obviously has never seen the show.
Yeah, David, she really does. She never watches us. The show is not Disney-based and never stays on topic. I know. She's got all these notes. She's like almost sort of prepared and everything.
Prepared.
Man.
Can I be president?
I don't know. Maybe you can. If you're from Mississippi or born in the U.S. or you're a U.S. citizen, sure. We'll vote for you.
Jeff has ADHD.
What? He's probably right. So what medication do I need to go on?
I am so anti-med. What are you talking about?
I know,
Medication.
that's why it's funny.
This is PG.
It is PG.
Okay,
It's
so
a PG show.
Okay,
people.
so they set off.
Mary says, meanwhile, Jeff pulls up the wrong Disney history. That was fun. So I was a month off. Big deal. It was the right day.
Do you know, I'm quite sure that had we been the same age and we were in classes together, we would never been married.
Never would have
I
worked
would
out.
have known things about you that you were probably happy I didn't know.
Okay, go on. Go on with Pooh for president.
So Pooh, Tigger, and Eeyore, 2-week cross-country whistle stop train campaign.
Patty has 10 pages of notes, Mary says.
No, I have about 30.
No, we're not doing the whole 30 pages.
I didn't say we're doing the whole 30. I have 30 pages of notes.
She's not joking.
I've highlighted a few things.
This is going to be a 7-hour show. We're going to do a marathon show someday for charity.
We are? What
Me
charity?
and Marcus have talked about this.
Are we
Give kids the world.
Oh, I thought we were doing it for the other charity.
Which one?
The other one. This isn't fully named yet.
The Send Jack to Disney charity?
No.
Somebody told us to do that a couple
That's
weeks
true.
ago.
We actually need to sell candy bars.
Candy bars for what?
To send Jack to
Oh.
Disney. Okay. So it's 2 weeks. 2 weeks across the country.
Good.
So this is fascinating. Will you stop it? He is pulling out my notes.
She does. She's got like 30 pages of notes.
But some of these are for me.
Okay,
no
go on.
for.
I'm sorry. I forgot. I'm not doing a show today.
So they're traveling across the United States in this train, Jeff.
Oh, what? I'm here. Present.
At 1:30 a.m. they approach a small town in New Mexico. Imagine this, with a population of 200 people. There were 2,000 people waiting to see Winnie the Pooh for president.
Woohoo! Winnie.
Children are bundled up and sitting on their dad's shoulders. And at the urging of his press secretary and close personal friend, Tigger, Pooh declared, if elected in November, I will put two tricycles in every garage, provide free candy on holidays, and make sure everyone enjoys 2 Saturdays a week. I am vote for Pooh. 2 Saturdays a week. I don't see 30 pages of information on this online. No, I have other
No,
information.
she's got it for different stuff,
Yeah.
like all presidents, all kind of different president topics.
You
Samantha
should-
says you should go with us in
Are
Christmas
you
of 2020.
okay? So are you actually? Well, we need to talk.
Yeah,
Samantha.
off the air, but yeah, that's actually we're still trying to figure out dates, but
Okay.
we were talking.
We're talking.
I was. My
Yes.
comment to my wife was, it's been a while since we've been there, but it's been a real long while since we've been there for Christmas time.
Yes, and
know, so
we have some dates.
We were thinking late November, or some December. But
Probably yes.
Anyway.
So do you want to guess?
that's the hope.
Do you
That's
want to
what-
guess? Do you want to guess?
Yeah. What? Huh? What?
Do you want to guess who Pooh picked for his running mate?
Well, Tigger.
T9 wants the tricycles.
What?
The tricycles.
What
Pooh,
train? Yeah, the
two
the
tricycles in every garage. We are not DVC. The 2 tricycles in every garage. There's a tricycle story. We have a tricycle
That's the
story.
bucket list, though.
Good.
Mary.
Good night, friends. Pooh for president. Love both of my crazy friends. Late
Thanks
November
for-
would be
thanks for
better.
watching.
Okay, so who was his running mate in 1972?
Well, okay, so Tigger was the
campaign. Was
Campaign.
that what it was? Press secretary.
Press secretary Tigger.
Eeyore's campaign
Eeyore's-
manager.
So it can't be any of those. Vice president. Vice president. It wasn't Tigger. It wasn't Eeyore.
Okay, so now
Vice President Rabbit.
you have
Vice
to.
President Owl.
According to press secretary Tigger,
Uh-huh.
Owl is on the inside track because of the learned bird's appeal to both the left and right wingers.
That's good. That's good.
5 presidential time show. Okay, so Pooh ends up picking Piglets.
Piglet
Hello,
for vice.
Piglet. Yes, T9.
Piglet for VP.
Yeah, well, because Piglet's his best friend.
He
Is
is.
is Piglet a boy or a girl? We still haven't ever figured it out. And every time I read it online,
I think he's a boy. I always thought he was a boy.
Okay,
The,
so
the person who voiced him was a boy.
okay, so
And also played a role on the old Star Trek, the original series. Yeah, believe it or
now,
not.
do you see some similarities here? I'm going to move out of the way.
Right,
Go
good,
ahead.
let's do that again.
Go,
Come on,
go,
Jack,
the
Jack.
two of you. T9 says hi, Jack, Jack.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, so you see,
Chip off the old block. That's all I gotta say. he just saw himself delayed on our screen here, like about 10, 15 seconds later, and started laughing.
so
Wire pulling Mr. Caesar.
so let me finish this real quick.
Piglet does rock though.
Piglet rocks.
Piglet rocks.
Right, yes. So Piglet rocks. So So I am going to, before I do the 1976, I want to.
You still got more?
He ran 3 times.
Huh? He ran three times. Wow.
3 times for an illegal candidate. Okay, so I just want our current president, Donald Trump. He once appeared on Disney's channel, All New Mickey Mouse Club, in a guest day segment during the show's first season in 1989. And the show was called A Day with Donald Trump. We should go back and watch it just to see what it was like.
So Mary's got a lot of interesting facts she's been posting.
There was a
throughout the
record
show.
in coloring books, yes. Okay, so in 1976, the campaign slogan was, Winnie's a honey of a candidate.
Who came up with that?
I wonder how much they paid these people to come up with. Because this was, I mean, really, if you look at it, this was what, 68, 72, 76?
Yeah.
And it was so popular, they kept running with it every presidential campaign. And there was a 3-day event held in October of 1976. Pooh was touted as the children's pick in 76.
That doesn't even really rhyme. That's poor.
Well, I'm sorry. Each day there was a Main Street Tigger.
Oh, Mary just bought the penny.
Oh, yay!
You know what, Mary? When you get that penny, seriously, if
Post a picture.
If you could, post a picture on WDWpov when you get it. That would be cool to see.
Okay, so
Yeah, go to the group and post that when you get it.
each day there was a Tigger tape parade down Main Street and Pooh-litical fundraising rally in Town Square.
Political. Nice.
Children up to 12 years old were invited to gather in front of It's a Small World at 1:30 p.m. They would be part of the 2 p.m. parade through Fantasyland and down Main Street for the big rally in Town Square. And they could pick up a Pooh for President poster, pin, and coloring kit. So
And look who showed up here. Look
Sears
who's
had
here.
a collectible glass, she says.
Look who's here.
Oh, the chat's actually showing up there?
It is, but I have to do something where I'm going to have to try and set
Okay.
it up so that it's big enough to see, but small enough so that it's not covering us all up.
Actually, Pooh ran a 4th time in 1980.
Wow.
But, so, let me finish 1976.
Here, I'll cover her up for a while now.
Let me finish 1976. Do I need more noise? So, here is what Pooh said. If I'm elected, I make a promise to all you girls and boys, I'll do away with taxes on bicycles and toys. A bit of honey in every pot will be my golden rule, and each of you will have a snack when you come home from school. Can you imagine? Oh, Samantha says, hey, Marcus. 4 times actually, not 3. Yes, that's what I was just saying, in 1980. And
oh my goodness, 1982?
Christopher, no, that's short. Christopher Robin is the head advisor. His running mate was Piglet, and the cabinet
What's that?
was Al, Eeyore,
Right.
and Tigger, and the chief of staff, Kanga, and her assistant Rue.
Robin, he's the advisor.
Oh.
So
Both people running. He's the advisor for that.
there was a Sears exclusive Winnie the Pooh for President Disneyland record. Ran for 8 minutes. The song itself was 2.5 minutes long.
Yeah,
and
actually, that's what
there was a coloring book, and she
Mary was
mentioned
just
that.
saying about Sears had a collectible. Yeah, it's right
Sears,
here too.
Sears sponsored this. Amtrak with the train across the United States. Amtrak was a sponsor. T9 wants a snack. Fundraising rallies. And then in 1980, short run in Disneyland, much less elaborate.
Yeah.
He ran against Captain Hook, and guests were encouraged to fill out a ballot for their favorite candidate. And when they were counting the ballots, Captain Hook tried to steal the election, but was caught. So,
Wow.
yeah. So that's and you know,
Good old Captain Hook.
you know, I'm wondering if we should try to get him to run again. That would be fascinating, wouldn't it?
Well, we could write him in though.
So I shared with you some of the.
I'm finishing up my grape juice, and then I'll have maybe some
Okay,
water.
so I'm
Out of
just
my other
going to one last thing about presidents, but I don't go to school. Okay, well, after work. You could after work. So when did the Hall of Presidents open? Do you know?
When did the Hall of Presidents open?
When did the Hall of
I
Presidents
used to
open?
know this.
He used to know this. I had to write the question down.
It wasn't an
so I did.
opening day.
It most
It
certainly
was?
was.
Yeah,
October
that's
1st,
right.
1971. Opening day attraction. And
Cool.
whether you like the president or don't like the president, you go. It's an attraction that's...
You're saying she doesn't have to go to school in the morning.
But I don't go to school. In the morning? No. I don't know. I don't know what she's saying.
We're
In the morning.
confused,
When
Tina.
did it open? In the morning.
Yep, Mary
opening
knows.
day.
Mary knew it was 71 opening
Yes,
day.
opening day. And so...
Mary is an encyclopedia of Disney knowledge.
She is.
She is.
Okay, so
Always nice to have her on.
Happy President's Day.
Actually, yeah, happy President's Day.
So that was my little fun takeover.
And that was like an hour, hour and 20 minutes almost.
You know what? If I just got on and didn't have a running mate,
What?
she said I just saw that on the Imagineering story. That's why she knew about the Hall of Presidents.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so if I didn't have
Some people are amazed by what was there on opening day, and
There was
some
a
are
lot,
actually
yeah.
surprised at what wasn't there opening day.
So if I didn't have a co-host on the show, I could have gotten done with that Winnie the Pooh stuff. It was,
a takeover, yeah. I think it was a coup. Yeah, I think it was a coup.
So who wants me to show up more? Maybe I'll have Marcus sit in with me. Actually,
Wow.
whether I agree or disagree with the president that's in office, I'm a federal employee and I want
I want
a letter from the president when I retire.
There you go. Yeah.
Yes, and that no matter who's president, getting something like that would be that's
Yeah,
an honor.
That would be cool. Yeah.
We should have when we went to get married or something. Can't you get a letter from the president when you get married or?
Maybe.
Yeah, there's
Maybe.
stuff, or maybe when you have kids. I don't know.
Well, we're past all that. Unless we repeat our vows.
In Disney, then
In
we
Disney.
could get a letter from Mickey Mouse.
Right.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
I think that might even be better.
Yeah, but it's not cheap to do those kind of things.
No. Not at all.
We were just saying. So
Again, maybe someday.
we were saying how every single trip we've ever taken, no matter where we've gone through the years, and travel, we have done lots of things to be able to travel different places through the years.
We've been pretty frugal.
Things like we've been married 35 years, and out of those 35 years, there were big stretches of time we had one car. We
Go without cable type
I-
stuff. And anyway, yeah, Steve is saying as a federal employee, when you
you
retire,
retire,
you can request a letter from the president and they will send
you
one.
one.
So,
And she
And-
says,
and
I
your
think
birthday,
you
too.
could get one for your birthday, Mary said. Yes.
Cool,
So,
we'll try that
So, yes, we've been pretty frugal. And, we haven't had cable for a good portion of the time we were married. And we would get it here or there, depending on what was going on, where we lived. And for the most part, we are pretty frugal. I do not, we don't remodel. I don't replace pictures in the house.
And if something breaks, I will do everything I possibly can to fix it and fix it again and fix it again until it's a complete lost cause.
No, and the thing is, we have our appliances. We don't replace them. Yes, we need to cancel Dish. It's outrageous. We
Yeah.
have not had cable. We do have Disney Plus now, and
And then we
don't have Netflix, but
No.
we have.
but it's a shared account
Yes.
because you can have more than one person using it. So.
Well, and actually, when our son got it, he lived here.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
we don't.
Amanda, I wonder if she's really watching.
Right.
Amanda, it says Amanda's out
Amanda,
there.
hi
Yeah.
Amanda. So yes, we are pretty frugal, and even with our trips, we've been pretty frugal. We don't ever we never buy.
Yeah.
Don't tell Disney this. I don't think they want to know this, but we don't buy many souvenirs in the park. It's rare when we buy a souvenir because they cost a lot of money when you have a lot of kids. And then I would have to bring them home for the grandkids too, and lots of money. So sometimes a year of Disney Plus is cheaper than a month of cable.
True.
Yes.
It is a great deal.
They make everything throw away now. They told me my fridge was obsolete and they could get parts.
Couldn't get parts because it was 6 years old.
Now our refrigerator is
It's
20 years.
20 years old.
And
Our dryer
no.
is almost. That's probably 15.
Oh no, our dryer.
No, it's 20.
Yeah, our
The
dryer.
washer
The
is
washer
newer.
we replaced it.
The washer
and the washer's
finally gave it up.
crap.
Yeah, I'll bet that. In the fridge nowadays, they've got all these bells and whistles they throw in it. It's ridiculous.
And surprisingly, this is shocking.
This is all
to us.
Disney related, by the way.
This is shocking. We have Disney stuff on top of our refrigerator.
That makes it Disney related. Yes.
We have some magnets.
We've got an old annual pass on
No,
there.
but this is
sticker on
ways
there.
we save money to go to Disney.
Yeah,
So
that was a fun year though. The one year we had that annual pass.
yes, that was fun.
That was.
But our refrigerator, it's 20 years old. We did get an extended warranty. Right before the extended warranty was up, they came out and they replaced the ice maker, even though it wasn't broken. Mm-hmm. He replaced the ice maker, and our ice maker still is working. So
Crazy.
they don't sell parts for anything. It's maddening. We have not.
I think the
Samantha,
comments. What do you think? The comments look okay right there.
but I can't read them, and they're on top of my head.
Well, you can't read them, but no, you can see them here. It's a little small still.
They
I'm
don't.
working on it.
Wait. No, we go to the character warehouse when we go to get souvenirs, and we have never been there.
We have never been there. All the
But-
times we've been to Disney, and I've thought about it, but we just never have gotten to.
Yes. Now I have gone to some local stores, a department store. They had a sale, and I bought some stuff, and then. Since we drive, I put them in the car and drove them down there.
Okay. And I have to mention this. This was one of those, this is one of those pixie dust times. Now, the kids did do a little bit of pin collecting over the years.
Yeah.
And we would get sometimes, we'd bring down a lanyard and they'd do some pin trading with some of the cast members, things like that. And usually, they would try and buy some of the cheaper pins and then trade up.
Yeah.
That's sort of how the thing works. But this one particular trip, our son had the collection of the Winnie the Pooh characters. It was the silhouette Winnie the Pooh characters. And I'm pretty certain it was Tigger. Or no, Pooh.
Pooh.
That somehow the backing of the pin came off. It fell off somewhere in the park. We lost it. So we had the other ones, but we were missing Pooh. We went to, and I can tell you the date, not the exact date, but I can tell you when it happened. It was the day before the guest relations moved from the old location at Disney Springs to the new building that they're in now in Disney Springs. So it was the day before. It was our last day at Disney on that particular trip. We went to guest relations. And we talked to a cast member there, and he was from France. I still remember the guy. We've got pictures of him. And we've seen him on other trips, another trip or so after that. But anyways, we explained, we lost this pin. Is there anywhere, we could try and get a replacement for it instead of having to buy the collection? Do you guys happen to have one that we can do a trade? And he's like, I don't know. He walks into the back room. He says, wait a moment. Walks into the back room. Comes out a few minutes later with two Ziploc bag
This
bags
was a score.
filled,
This was a pixie dust.
filled with trading pins. And we're like, we thought he was going to start sorting through them and looking for Winnie the Pooh or something in there. He handed the two bags over to us. And he said, you know what? It's going to be easier. We're moving to the new guest relations building tomorrow. This will be that much less stuff that we have to move. And he just gave them to us. And so we had pins to trade for, and we still, I think we still have leftover pins from that to trade. that was a touching. That was a good
Yeah.
pixie dust moment.
So, and that was, we had only done the trading pin thing for a couple years with the kids, and when he lost that pin. But, some little things like, okay, so, we have this picture back here, and the woman, some of our guests that were here, she asked about this picture. I don't know if you guys have seen.
It's basically, it's more or less, it's the
Castle.
I know, but it's the picture that we use as our background
Yes.
picture on our group, on our Facebook group.
So,
page.
he took it, and we just had it printed locally on foam, like it's a foam board.
Like a foam board, yeah.
And so, you don't necessarily have to get a souvenir per se.
Mm-hmm.
You can get a picture, and we do some stuff like the jars that we painted, and we painted some clay pots, and we'll have to show some of those.
That was a cool, that was for a little Disney themed party we did about 3 years ago, I think.
Oh, and some of the other things,
So
periodically,
some homemade crafts that we made. That
periodically
were Disney
we
related.
will get like a popcorn bucket. We got Dumbo.
Yeah. That may be it.
That may be it.
I think that's it. I think we have a Dumbo
We
bucket.
did see, Mary is asking if we saw, the castle's not pretty in pink, T9 says, and Mary asked if we saw the castle is getting enhancements.
Actually,
and we did.
thank you for that reminder, because actually
We were going to talk about that.
We were going to talk about that, and I actually had that ready on my screen. So while we do that real quick, I'm just going to pop that up here, because I did have that on here. Thank you for the reminder. And here we go. There you go. So, yeah, this is on Disney Parks blog. And if you notice, this is an artist rendition of the castle.
So
it's
now
going
I
to
have
get
a
a royal
question about
makeover.
this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Wasn't this, now, does it look pink up on top, or is it just supposed to be like neutral shades like beige? I'm not sure.
I think some of the brickwork has had a little bit of a pinkish shade, but I don't think as much as what
wasn't
they're
there
doing
at
here.
some point gold before that they painted over?
Maybe years and years ago. Anyone out there remember that? It would be curious if anyone else remembers.
Okay, who's saying blah? Blah.
That's T9.
T9.
She says blah.
Okay,
Blah.
she says blah. I think
Mary says tasteful. Anyway, let's go back. I missed some of these comments up there, but yeah, Mary was saying about that being amazing. We did too much. They did trading with a lot of pins, but she was saying it was amazing about the bags of pins that we got. That was pretty crazy.
I swear the castle had
Mary's asking for the Gaston Cup. Yes, that's an interesting story there too, actually. That was at the time we went, and New Fantasyland was not even officially open yet.
there was an awful pink cake castle. We were there.
Oh,
for
we
the
were
awful
there.
pink
It wasn't. I don't think it was quite complete,
the castle.
but we have some pictures of it about halfway to 3/4 complete. And yeah, that was that was horrendous.
She said, "Year of a Million Dreams had all of, the gold filigrees." That's what I thought.
Yeah. It seemed like there had been gold at some point. Here's a little bit, closer up version, picture, whatever you want to call it, a little bit more zoomed in picture from Disney Parks blog's website. And so you can go to that, but yeah, it does have a little
pinkish.
bit of a different shade as you go,
Yeah.
but it's much more pronounced in this rendition that they're looking at.
Well, and I don't know.
And early on, I looked at the comments on Disney Parks blog. Early on, it was fairly mixed. I mean, it was like half the people were like, "Yeah," other half of the people were like, "Oh, love it." It seems to be moving, comment-wise at least, a little bit more toward, "Yeah, we love it. It looks good." Just sort of curious what you guys think about it. We actually posted this on our Facebook page and group earlier today, and we had some some people commenting on it.
I cannot. I'd love to see if I could find a picture of.
And that says yes to T9's.
They have shown an all gold castle as an icon.
Is it fun?
Let's see.
I don't like the pink, and I don't know.
The Jersey Shore approves.
I think
It says it's pretty.
Okay, so I don't know.
And it says yes,
looks
there was
pink.
gold, like we were talking about. Yeah, the castle though was horrendous, absolutely horrendous. But this, I don't know. I mean, it's not horrid looking. It'll probably. The blue is definitely seems to be a darker hue. I don't know if that's actually the color or not. It does seem to be a bit of a darker bluish color than what it is currently. Yeah, Mary's saying the picture she saw didn't look pink. But, I mean, definitely if you look at this on the Disney Parks blog, at least on our screen here, it definitely has a pinkish hue as you go up toward the top. You know, the surrounding part is more of a gray brick looking, and then the top portions of the castle definitely a pinkish hue of some sort.
See, now if you could pull that up, that's what I think.
What's that?
Was the Year of a Million Dreams the 50th?
That sounds right. Yeah, and Ed is saying happiest celebration on Earth 2005. What would that have been? 2005. Probably actually 2000. It was probably 2005, 2006. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't pretend to know everything.
And I mean,
What are you looking for there?
I don't remember this castle, but.
Oh, I do. I remember that big.
Okay, so look that up. Year of a Million Dreams, Cinderella Castle. You can find that. Happiest celebration on Earth.
Let's see if I can do this. Wow, we're still talking.
Do you think you can?
I don't
Do you think
know.
you can do it? One of their yearly slogans.
Year of a Million Dreams.
Okay, Mary says the picture I saw didn't look pink.
There you go.
Okay, so
I
pull
gotta
that
drag
up.
that over here.
So when you look at it, it looks like the top part has a pinkish
colored.
cast to it for there.
There you go.
Okay, so this is the Year of a Million Dreams, and they did say, who said it had the magic window in the front. That must be the magic window.
Yeah, the magic window, this part right here.
And there was a lot of gold, and I did think there was a lot of gold.
There's the magic window.
But as you can see, the magic window covered up most of the castle.
It was pretty big. Yeah, I mean, it was right above that curtained area.
This was before they added the
Yeah, they did not have
courtyard.
What are those called?
I don't know.
Somebody's going to have to help. The turrets, the additional turrets around the outside of the castle.
So what was happiest celebration?
So this was for the 50th anniversary, which would have been 2006, right? So it was probably 2005, 2000. They were working on it 2005, and then it was there for 2006. Would be it. Turrets. Thank you, Mary. I popped into my head right as I was thinking about it. Look at that.
Okay, so
Mary says one of their yearly slogans. Yes.
Okay, so Mary says
Magic
it was October 1st, 2006 until December 31st, 2000. Does it say 8?
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I know we definitely had seen it on a trip somewhere along the way.
Sometimes, and I don't know, maybe I'm the only person that does this. Sometimes things like this garish looking thing,
You think
I
this
just
was
block
garish?
out of my mind.
You think this was garish? And I don't know why it says schedule right there. It just does. See, look at that. Crazy. Good, I got rid of it.
No, she says no, the 50th is next year.
I'm sorry.
When you're in the midst of this, you don't think. You don't. It's not. I don't. This is why most good radio hosts
She said most good radio host.
They have someone feeding them information.
They do. They have a
Because
little ear
when
thing
you
going on.
when you're doing this in the midst of it, you do not remember dates. You don't remember.
It is a lot harder than it looks. It really is.
I remember the window, but not the accents. And I would say I remember the accents more than like the window.
Like these parts over
Why
here.
does it say 50?
See? That's why I was saying. I thought it was some kind of 50th anniversary.
Was it the 50th?
It could have been 50th for...
Yeah, but this is Cinderella Castle, isn't
Yes,
it?
it is. It is Cinderella Castle. But it definitely says 50 there. See, I wasn't completely senile. I know it was 50-something for something. Go ahead, look it up. I want to hear about it. Tell us. 2006. What happened 50 years prior to 2006 would be 1956. Anyone have a guess?
Well, that would have been that would have been Disneyland.
Exactly. So they were celebrating the 50th of Disneyland, but they basically decorated Cinderella Castle as part of the celebration. I knew 50th stuck in my head for some reason with that. See, I wasn't nuts. Well, I can't say I wasn't nuts, but I knew 50th had something to do with that particular thing with the castle.
That's clearly not.
It was for the 50th of Disneyland, and they celebrated at Disney World as well.
Yeah, Disneyland's 50th.
See? Mind like a trap. This hosting thing is a piece of cake.
Okay.
Okay, so do we want to bring us back? Let's bring us back here. Back to the live show.
Whoop.
And there we are. Look at that. Isn't that cool? It is pretty cool. I still have a way to go. I mean, I'm still like, I've scratched the surface of the technology stuff that we have available.
You have much more technology than I have.
Well, I know I do. So I'm trying to, show you
but
some of this stuff.
I want cake.
I want cake.
What is the
No,
cake?
we don't want cake. It's Disney World cake.
Oh.
I'm assuming you're talking about the castle.
Oh, that was
Horrible.
somebody should have been fired for that.
That was horrible. Let's pull up the cake.
Somebody should have been fired for that. And when the photo. So how many of you have been out at Disney World? This was.
Here we go.
We were there. We were there. And it is that.
What? I'm trying to get it in such a way that it comes up on the screen better.
Yeah. Okay, so were any of you? You said you had a piece of cake. Oh no, he said it was a piece of cake.
I get it.
There.
I get it.
Okay, so I want a piece of cake. Everybody wants a piece of cake. No, he was pulling up the castle that was cake.
Pulling up the garish castle cake.
So somebody should have lost their job for this castle. Wow. It was bad. But we do have some pictures from when we were there for our honeymoon and the next trip after. And
here's what I find interesting.
Yes.
Like, here's a picture of it. Okay, here's the cake. There's a pigeon. So here's the cake.
That's a seagull.
Yeah, that does look like a seagull. Yeah, you're right. Anyway, so this was their 25th.
Yeah.
This was Disney World's 25th. So that would make it 71, 81, 91, 96. Okay. I think we were there like in 95-ish after, like as they were starting to work on it. Yeah. Yeah, I think, and they had started working on it, and it was about halfway finished when we saw it, and we were like, oh my goodness, you gotta be kidding me. We're like, we wanted to see the castle, and this is what we get. Yeah. It was bad. Horrible.
But there was the crane there when we were there. I want to know how they got the castle without the crane.
In this picture? Yeah, that's a tough thing.
I think they photoshopped it out of it. Okay, so...
Oh my goodness. So yeah, that was interesting.
So when we went for our honeymoon, and even the next time we went, Top's World. I've never seen it that empty. When we went, You see the trees there?
Yeah, that's what I think is interesting too.
But there were more trees. When we went, there were trees that were lining all the way. So you could not get a full-on picture of the castle.
Yeah, I remember that. You could be going down Main Street and not being able to get a decent full-on, like you said, front picture of the castle from back a ways from, that area.
But you see, here, you can point out.
You got another mouse there too.
You see.
You could use that one.
Where's the mouse?
Right now it's up there. You got to go down here.
No, I can.
No, you have to point down here for them to see.
Okay, right here, there's benches, and along here, there you could sit here. What?
Mary said, "Who wants a full-on picture of that?"
But it was, even before that, so you could sit, and there were trees, and it was cool.
Yeah, and Top's World on YouTube. Yeah, they're saying that the trees are gone. They're history.
They've been gone.
History. Those are absolutely gone.
I do remember, there were even more trees. There were trees that lined along this way when we went on our honeymoon. There were many more trees. And so you could not get a full shot of the castle.
No, I was amazed looking at some of our old pictures.
And nobody really took pictures in front of the castle.
Not like they do now.
No.
But I'm surprised, actually, because the statue is there.
Yeah.
I don't remember it being there that long.
Well, it was there for the 25th because clearly it's there. I see it there.
It is there. It is absolutely there.
It's right here.
Yeah.
I can do this with my mouse.
You got Walt and Mickey.
And it's there. So,
and I can zoom in on it like this. Watch this.
Okay.
Zoop, zoop, zoop. And then
look, I still think they have the same trash can.
it is. It's the same one that's there today. Anyway, so that's the old
what the hub looks like now.
25 anniversary cake castle. Horrendous, absolutely horrendous. But when looking at some of our older pictures now, I was amazed at how many trees there used to be around there.
Well, okay, so they cleared all that up, and then over here, they put extended the castle on either side,
with the turrets,
which makes it look much bigger because this castle looks pretty teeny. They have painted that trash can so many times. I am sure they've replaced them.
Yeah.
I wonder what they do with their old trash cans. Anyone have any information?
Probably take them
that?
to that warehouse gift place. You can buy them there. No, you'd be surprised. There is some stuff there that it might be there.
Okay.
What do you think, Mary? Do they have the trash cans at that Disney warehouse thing?
So the castle looks really small. It really does. And without the trees there, I think it gives an appearance of being bigger.
I think
because
so.
the trees, the trees.
She says they repaint them.
Okay, so the trees, there's some perspective there. Helps you see.
Yeah.
You know how tall the tree is when you're standing, away. You can sort of judge.
Now watch this.
Yes.
Watch this here.
Okay.
You want to make the castle look really small?
Yes.
See how much bigger it? See, we're so much bigger now than the castle.
I believe they sell a lot of the old stuff. Yes, they probably do.
Yeah.
Sold a piece of furniture. They probably sold it at the place they sell the old furniture. We have never been there either.
What's that?
Forced perspective, yes. That's what it's called, forced perspective. Thank you. I couldn't come up with that word, and I know what it is.
And what that is basically is that the top of the castle is actually built in such a way that they use smaller looking bricks as you go up to make it look like it's higher than it really actually is in real life.
And you bring that up with this castle. This castle, you can't see the bricks, and you can't because...
You got to go down here. There you go.
Okay.
Because that's a good point,
I think this design made it look just smaller overall.
Yeah, I think the forced perspective is lost the way this is done here. But let's go back. Let's go back here so we can... There we go. We're back to the...
Okay. So we should...
That was fun.
What was?
Completely ad-libbed there. We were not planning. Well, I wasn't planning on bringing up the cake, the horrendous cake at Disney World.
No, because we were talking about what they're going to do to the castle.
Yeah. And what they're going to do is not quite like the cake.
No, it's not quite as bad as the cake, and everything was lost with that castle. Yes, everything. I am really hoping somebody lost their jobs over that castle.
But yeah, Mary's pointing out too that the Main Street does the same thing. The buildings there are done in such a way to make them look like they're bigger than they really are. And it's really amazing how they do that. It's really cool.
Yes, I agree.
It is. Very nice.
So
anyway, Top's World saying, so wait, they're going to do some remodel. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So I know
that
you
was
just jumped in a little bit late here over on YouTube.
Do you want to pull that picture up real quick again?
I will show you the other picture again here real quick. Top's World. 1 second, if you could give me just a moment. Let's see if I can find it.
You can.
No, I will.
I have.
I'll find it. So we did talk about the fact that at some point in the past, give me just a moment.
We're going to hit the 2-hour mark soon, yes. At some point in the past, they had gold on the castle.
Yeah.
And I remember there being gold on the castle, and they are going to, they're doing a remodel.
Here you go. We're going back to the.
This is the
remodel.
artist rendition of what the remodel would look like. So there's a lot of gold on the castle, and it looks like the top of the castle's pink. We do not know this. So
there you go. For those who joined us a little bit late on that conversation, T9 says her eyes are falling down.
Yeah, so are mine. Which I'm trying to see. Like, look at the bottom of the castle where you would walk through. It doesn't look like there's any steps. What are they doing? Get rid of the castle steps?
No. The steps are around the sides, aren't they? You just can't see them.
Here's Walt.
Yeah, that's Walt. You walk in around the edges because this is the stage. They've got you can't get in straight through.
Yeah, I know that.
They've got that stage there where they do the rope drop ceremony, and
yeah,
they're like up here. Yeah, so you come in around the sides. You come around the sides, like around here. There's steps to go around and then up to here. You don't just walk straight in. So anyway.
No, but I think you're looking at this all wrong. Walt is not that close to the castle.
I think it's a perspective thing, the way you're looking at it.
I don't know.
She doesn't know. Anyway, yes, and that's saying it looks ground level. She agrees. Tops World is saying, it looked like they're removing the stage. I don't think so.
But that's what it looks like.
But they said, well, and again, this is an artist rendition, so maybe it's a little bit off. But in fact, in the article, here, I'll even pull it right down here. It even says, you may notice this exciting work taking place as the stunning enhancements begin in the coming weeks, continuing through the summer. But don't worry. We'll still get to catch all of our castle favorites like Mickey's Royal Friendship Fair and Happily Ever After. So it's acting like, those stage shows are still going to be happening during the construction. So it doesn't sound like they're getting rid of the stage. I think it's just you're probably not used to seeing it quite from that angle is what it probably is. Because usually the place is packed, there's tons of people, you can't really get a good view. And so you don't get to see the look of the statues there up against the castle in the background like that, typically.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
Mary.
It looks like they're getting rid of the stage to me. I don't know.
Mary, I agree with you.
I think it's stylized for the picture. That may be true.
That's true. But Mary, Mary's saying the steps are at the side. It's a big stage. And she says, lame rope drop ceremony. But Mary, I'll tell you what, and this is a plug for our WDWpov YouTube channel. If you go to our YouTube channel, and again, it's just WDWpov, just like our Facebook page and group and Instagram and Twitter and all that good stuff. Go to YouTube, WDWpov. subscribe if you haven't already. But we have the original rope drop ceremony. It was less than a year, I think, before they got rid of it. So it was like the last time we were there for that particular rope drop ceremony. For some reason, I don't know why, but for some reason when we got to it, I said, I've got to video this because we've seen it several times, but for some reason I just had this weird feeling that might be the last time we'd ever see it. And unfortunately, it turned out I was right. That was the last time we saw it. I got a video of it, of the full show. And then unfortunately, it was less than a year later also, they started the new stage show, but also the mayor, Main Street mayor, had passed away within a year after that all happened.
Okay, so
anyway, so Mary, if you missed the old rope drop show and you haven't seen it for a while, you can still watch it on our YouTube. And I actually watch it every now and then myself just to,
how do I
pick up my spirits.
How do I get you this picture?
Because I love that old show.
How do I get you this picture?
How do you get me that picture? You could email it to me, I suppose.
Would you get it here?
I could.
Okay.
Well, no, you'd have to email it to, what's the best way? JMOL. I don't know why she's doing this. Yeah, do that one.
Okay. Because I want you to...
Yeah, send it anyway. I don't know why she's doing this this late in the show, but...
No, because it's a picture that...
What's that?
Oh, this one's even better. And there's no one around. But go...
So I have to pull this up? Is that what you're saying?
Pull it up.
Okay.
Because you'll see...
She's emailing me.
No, because I'm wrong.
Oh,
I'm wrong.
What?
I'm wrong.
You're wrong about what?
I'm wrong about the castle.
So that perspective is correct? Are you admitting that?
Yes, that's what I'm admitting.
She's admitting that perspective is correct.
Yes, I'm admitting that.
So let's pull this down here.
No, they can see my email. And everyone's going to be emailing me.
No. Watch this. Watch this. You'll see. Okay, there's that. And who cares if they email you? We like these people.
Why?
Are you saying you don't
get the whole thing on?
I'm gonna have to save it. Save as a picture. She's making me go through all these hoops here. Let's just call it Castle Pick.
Oh yeah, like you've never used that before.
No, I've never used that before.
Okay, so we are going to, after we show you this, we are going...
She's making me do all this stuff.
I am.
Oh my goodness.
So after we show you this, are we still on the screen? How can we be on the screen?
We're still on the screen. It's just...
Okay, so after we show
find it. Here we go. There's the castle pick. Now I got to bring that down here. I'm going to close out that. I'm going to close out
Okay, so after we show you this, then we are going to leave.
Then we're going to leave. I might have to get Marcus in here just to end the show.
Okay, so...
Unless you want to sing with me.
No, but I'll pretend.
Is that good? Is that the picture there pretty much?
Except the picture itself, there's more to it.
It's cut. Is it?
It is cut, but that's okay. Go ahead, show them the picture.
Because I can squeeze
show
that
them
down.
the picture. No, it's
no,
okay.
that's it. That's the picture. Okay. So I'm going to show you the picture.
There's a lot of people in this picture, but as you can see, there's Walt.
There's Walt, and he's like right in front of the opening here.
Yes. So
right here. So I don't know if I can.
Can you do a split screen and show this picture along with the last one? Yes. See, look,
so I'm zooming
right
in
there.
on it, and there he is. It's just off center a little bit, but if you were over just a little bit more this way, you would see Walt and Mickey.
So Mary says,
"Are you happy now?"
All 6 of us will email you.
6?
I'm joking. There's only 6 of us left.
I know. This show's dragged on way too long.
I'm sorry.
There's actually 9, it says right now.
Yes, there's 9.
9.
There's 9. Okay, so...
And you're forgetting YouTube as well. So
my penny will be here on February 25th. Yep, looks flat in that picture. Yes, so that's what... Okay, so...
See, that's what I was trying to say. The stage is up there, but from this angle and from the way that the statue looks at this angle, it looks... you don't usually see it at that particular angle.
So we have solved.
Went through all that just to prove that.
No, it's sort of in this picture. It sort of looks It doesn't look pink. But
you can see the bottom is, well, I took it off
Yes,
the screen,
it's
but
lighter.
the bottom is a darker gray, the top is a lighter gray. With the Newcastle, it looks, with the changes they're talking about, the bottom looks like a darker gray, the upper part looks slightly pinkish, like a pinkish sandy color.
And the blue is definitely darker.
Yeah.
So NASCAR is going to be giving an update on Ryan Newman.
The guy that was in the bad crash. Okay.
Okay. Wow.
Okay.
Our prayers are with them. And
Yeah, that's tough.
so good night.
Well, we just can't say good night.
No, Top's World was saying good night.
Oh, well, Tops will sing good night. Well, that's not how
Okay.
we see. What we do is we
Okay.
sign off with a song.
Okay.
Do we need Marcus
No,
in?
we don't need Marcus. I'll pretend to sing.
Marcus, do you want to sing the closing song?
No, Marcus.
He
doesn't
said
want
no.
to. Marcus needs a day off sometime. A horrible crash.
Yeah.
And I'm sure what we will probably see video of that.
Yeah,
crash.
as soon as we get done here, we'll probably go and
So
check it out.
it has been lovely, just lovely,
Yes.
just lovely.
Ooh, her penny will be there on 2/25.
Yes, I already said
okay,
that.
I didn't see. See, but I'm in like 5 different places at the same time. That's just how I am.
Okay, he is. Okay,
Anyway, so
it has been lovely.
It has been lovely, and then,
Sitting
like you
next
said, our prayers do definitely go out to the family.
And Ryan
Newman.
we-
I mean,
and,
that's,
and everyone in the NASCAR world, because when something like that happens, they are family.
Mm-hmm.
These people spend so much time together. Even though they're competitors, it is hard on everyone. So good night. So he wants to sing. We're going to pretend to sing. Okay.
we're going to pretend to sing?
Yes.
I'm going to actually sing.
Go ahead.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so this is how we normally start or stop our show.
Okay. Go ahead.
But you don't do it.
Go ahead.
But you got to help. You
I
going to
will.
help?
I will help.
Okay. And that says this was a great show.
Okay, go
Thank
ahead.
you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyway, everybody out there, have a great week. Have a
Sing
magical
Small
week.
World. T9 says.
Yeah, we're not doing Small World. Well, we could though.
It's a small world after all.
It's a small world after all.
I can't carry
She
a tune.
can't sing a song for her life. Anyway,
It's a small, small world.
boy, that's bad. Anyway, Samantha said goodnight. Good night.
Good night.
Okay, so here it goes. You
Go
ready?
ahead.
Wait, I am a little thirsty though.
I'm
Gaston.
exhausted. I'm
Okay, I am
exhausted.
thirsty.
This is tough. Okay. Okay, ready?
Me. Okay.
Go ahead.
A 1 and a 2 and a 3.
Go ahead.
Now it's time to say goodbye to all our company.
I don't even know the words.
Mary says you get points for trying. M-I-C, see you real soon. K-Y, why? Because we like you. See, we do. She likes you too. M-O-U-S-E.
I think I was backwards. I know she doesn't even know the word. You know what? I've lost my mind today. Okay. I do know the words, but I do not know. I don't sing in public, and I make things up when I sing because I don't ever sing.
Anyway, thank you for
Thank
watching.
you.
And again, I know Mary was talking about the old rope drop, which was vastly better than the new rope drop. Check it out on our
Once you sing,
YouTube channel.
Once you sing, you stop. That's it.
Well, the one show we did a couple weeks ago, I think I went it was like a bonus
What
episode.
was that sign? What was that sign? I was doing an E. It was an E.
You were doing an E. Is that
Yeah,
what
I
you
was
did?
trying to do.
I don't know about.
I don't.
Whatever.
I can't do that until the bitter
Until the
end.
bitter-
Have a good week. We will see you next. Well, I will see whoever shows up on Thursday at 4:00.
Yes.
I will see
on
you.
A Mother's Random Thoughts. And
okay.
like I said, Marcus and I will join you again next Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And remember, we will be celebrating WDWpov's 4-year anniversary. It was February 19th, 4 years ago, that I reserved the WDWpov.com and YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and all that good stuff, and started setting all that up. So we'll see what we can do for a special show next Monday night. And again, everybody have a great week. And that's it.
We'll see you soon.
See you later.